I like how we played. We played together. We guarded hard, made it difficult for them to get easy shots, and we fought like crazy on the glass. They're a very good offensive rebounding team, and they showed it again tonight. You look at the total, 17, and it's hard to keep them off the glass. But I thought the way we played and shared the ball and moved the ball is indicative of a mature team that cares more about winning than their own personal stats. And when you do that, you got a chance because we've got good players. You know that. So we're proud of what we've done, and we look forward to an opportunity tomorrow to play a team that's as good as anybody in the country. So we're excited about that opportunity. When we walked down here, Winston said, I hope they ask a question to me tonight, so somebody ask him a question.
We'll take care of that. Questions for players and Winston in particular.
I'll ask one for both players, but Winston first. Last night, you were the guy who kind of ignited the team. Tonight, Trey did. Can you just talk about how much you've seen him grow just in 5 games and what he brought to the table? And then for you, Trey, can you just talk about, are you feeling more comfortable out there and what you saw?
Well, Trey, he's been great. I think these last 2 games is the country starting to see what we've known really since the summer. He's a good player. I know it's his first time playing point guard, but I thought he was being more aggressive this tournament and looking for a shot. And that's going to open it up for everybody. Just got to continue to work at it and continue to get better every day.
Thanks, Winston. Your comments, Trey?
For me, it's basically the same as Wynn's been saying. Just the first couple games came out a little tentative, nervous, the big stage. And over these past games, I felt like myself out there, felt comfortable. And with my coaches and teammates pushing me to be aggressive, I'm helping the team, and we're coming out with victories.
Trey, you guys seem to get to the basket almost every time you wanted to. Is that something you saw that maybe you'd be able to take advantage of against Pitt, or is it what you're trying to do every single night?
For us, I think it's more of a read because, we come off the screen. We can always swing it. If they go underneath, we could always shoot it. But, I felt like today with the hedge, some of the bigs, we're hedging a little soft so we could take advantage of that and get to the rim.
For either you guys, San Diego State seems like it just keeps bumping into Arizona. Can you just talk about playing these guys one more time out here?
Well, for me, this will be my 4th time playing them. 0-3 so far, so I just want to be able to get a win. We just happen to be 2 great teams in a lot of the same tournaments, I guess.
Thanks, Winston. Trey, anything to add to that question?
For me, this is my first time, but I've seen all the games on TV, so I feel like I'm part of it. So I'm just trying to help these guys get their first victory against them and have me start off on the right note.
Norm Bazane, Lahaina News. Since you're the last players to ask a question today, I'd like to ask you a frivolous one. What do you think of Maui?
I love it. Hopefully when I get Coach Fish age, I can have a house out here.
Are you going to jump off Black Rock? Is the coach going to let you do that after the game tomorrow?
What's that?
I've never heard of that.
I haven't heard of it.
Well, you get to dive how many feet into the ocean?
Yep, not me.
Not me.
Not me.
No
Some
diving.
players do it, but most coaches don't allow players to do that for some reason.
John, question here in row 2.
Winston, you had a big game last night. Tonight, I'm looking here, 13, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Do you feel like, you've talked a lot about realizing the potential, living up to the hype fairly or unfairly. Do you feel like you're starting to turn that corner now?
Absolutely. I don't mean to be funny at all, but do you remember what I said to your wife the other night? I told her I would pick it up. She told me I was one of her favorite players, and sometimes I feel like I get judged unfairly, but some of it's fair. At the end of the day, I just try not to worry about it. I come out, I try to get to the glass, try to rebound, try to get to the free throw line, and do whatever I can to help my team win. So I think I got off to an okay start back at Viejas. I think I had 2 games in a row where I wasn't so good. But this is the stage, and I pride myself on performing on the biggest stage.
Any other questions for the players? Third row.
Winston, of all those times you played Arizona, I'm wondering what your memories were of that game in Honolulu a couple years ago. It really went down to the wire. It was a terrific game. What do you recall?
Well, I remember my old teammate Nick Johnson stealing the win from us. I thought we had played great. I thought Chase Tapley had an open look, and Nick he made a great play. That's why he's in the NBA right now. And so we just me personally, I just want to redeem it. Like I said, so far since I've been here, 0-3 versed them, and so hopefully we can turn the corner tomorrow. I think we got a great team, and I think we match up pretty good with them.
Thank you, Winston. Thank you, Trey. We'll let you get back to your team and address some questions for Coach Fisher now. Questions for Coach? Front row? Front row first, then second row.
Steve, you guys allowed, by far the most points that you had this season last night to BYU. What did you do to sort of ratchet it up defensively tonight again against Pitt?
I thought we played really good defense against BYU. I don't know what the score was as it came down at the end of regulation, but they were well below what they had been averaging. You throw an extra half of a half in, and you're going to have more points. We're a good defensive team. And if we continue to work on keeping the guy in front of us, don't give him anything on runouts, box out and rebound, we'll make it hard for people to score a lot of points because we're long, we're athletic. At times we can say, okay, we're going to switch 1 through 4. At times we're going to say don't switch anything. At times we're going to say we're going to double in the post. Sometimes we say we're not going to double. So I think we can say, what do we think in this game will help us? And we got a lot of different ways to go. And I think good defensive teams can do that. But it starts with guarding the ball and have a collective effort of be a good teammate, stunt, help, make it hard for them to get good looks.
Steve, you talked about the unselfishness of your team and how you play as a team and guys give up their own personal stats to win. Do you recruit that kind of player, or is that something that you have to instill in them? Because, the stereotype now is young players, that's not what they want to do, or that's not how they play the game anymore.
I think everybody wants to win. I mean, there's not a player that we recruit or anybody else recruits who doesn't want to be on the floor. And that's what we all have to negotiate and to teach to, is you have to be the ultimate teammate. And how can you be that? And it's by being unselfish, by being happy for someone else's successes. Hard to do. We try to recruit the best players we can. We want good character, but we're no different than anybody else. We teach and preach. Share the ball early up, give it to the first open man. We have 3 fifth-year seniors, and I think our older guys set the table for our younger guys. We have 4 new recruits in, all highly regarded, and they very quickly fell into the group theory of play together. Don't worry about me, worry about we, and we'll be good. So I think we're now at a stage where the older guys can help the younger guys, and we get good kids. But most of these teams who are here, I would say all these teams who are here, have good kids in their programs.
Go ahead.
Coach, you guys played really heavy minutes last night against BYU. I think JJ played 48, and a couple other guys played in the 40s, a bunch of career high in minutes. How imperative was it for you to go to your bench early, and how important was it that they kind of responded and allowed you to not have to play your guys more than, I'm looking here, Winston played 28, and that's pretty much it.
We knew that we were going to have to sub frequently that the multitude of minutes guys played would be impactful on tonight's game. So we told our players, I said, I don't know exactly how, but we're going to play a lot of you. So be ready. And we subbed, I think, 4 people a lot of times, starting at the first TV timeout. And we got good results. But we've got good players. And all those guys are nipping at the heels of the guys that get called to be part of the starting lineup. They want to be there. So they come in, compete hard. I thought we got great defensive play from Dakari Allen tonight when he came in. He needs to be able to go from 5th gear on defense to 2.5 gears on offense at times when he tries to just lower his head. But I thought he did some really good things. Angelo did a nice job, and we've been pretty steady with those other guys, AQ and Zabo. So it's good to see Malik get in. And I told him after the game, progress, progress. And progress is our most important goal. Just inch forward. Don't get in a hurry.